welcome to another reading vlog from me. This is my reset one, my March reset. I love my reset vlogs. They're my favorite to film. I just have so much fun getting my life all together, getting all my books all together. How many times can I say all? And this is going to be a very busy week, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to get in, which is only scary when I don't know. Because I'm somebody who I like to know everything that's going on around me. Know it all. But I am nervous. Okay, before I film every video, I'm nervous. Before I write any post, I'm nervous. I just want it to be perfect, and sometimes I will have people point out typos, and I know they're just doing it to be nice, but I'm like, you're making me feel bad about myself. So I do want to show y'all the weekly TBR. Tomorrow I will be starting a new short story collection, and that is on this new world by Allegra Hyde. This is Allegra Hyde's only other work that I know of, because I read Eleutheria, and at the time I gave it like a 3 something, but I'm like, I still love thinking about that book. It was a really fun book to review. I did a whole book review on my channel. So I wanted to read her other stuff, and I could only find this independently, or even like an educational press book. It's the University of Iowa Press. We don't like the University of Iowa, but so that's where I heard about this. And then I think it was on the list of 1,000 books that describe America. I think it was on that list. And I have no idea what this is about. There is no description on the back. It's just we do have a quote by John Milton. But first, whom shall we send in search of this new world? Whom shall we find sufficient? Who shall tempt with wandering feet the dark, unbottomed, infinite abyss? There's that. And then I did start a new book that's on my TBR today. I am doing the ebook, and it's 900 pages, and I have read 22 pages, and I would like to read about 300 pages a day, but I don't think that's going to be possible. But it's okay. It is okay. I am way ahead right now with my reading goal. Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. Is this wood? We're knocking on wood. So hopefully it stays that way, that I'm going to stay ahead of my reading time, so I don't need to worry about how long I take on this book. So this is Winter of the World. This is book 2 of the Century trilogy, and is following a lot of families through World War II and the Spanish Civil War, communism, the Soviet Union, a lot of stuff going on. We have families in America as well. But the British ones, are they Welsh as well? Don't remember. I think they're British. The British and the Russian plot lines are the ones that are most memorable for me. I'm definitely gonna have to look up a spoilery summary of the first book. I gave the first book a 5 stars, so you never know. You never know. Again, knock on wood. And then a book that I am not so much enjoying, that is my mood read, is On a Night of 1,000 Stars by Andrea Yara Clark. I'm sorry. And this is in this moving emotional narrative of love and resilience, a young couple confronts the start of Argentina's dirty war in the 1970s, and a daughter searches for truth 20 years later. And then my ebook is, once again, A Breath of Snow and Ashes by Diana Gabaldon. This is following a family at the start of the American Revolution. Okay guys, so I did film a video earlier today, my sit down video of the week, my book haul for the month. So I do need to sort through those books and see, I sort them by genre, and if there's enough room in my TBR cart, I'll put it in there, and if there's not, then there's gonna be stocks on the floor. And also the ones that are less than 400 pages will be put in my mood reading area, which is overflowing, if I'm being honest with y'all, because I went to Lowe's to get another milk crate that I use. I know you can probably find milk crates a lot of places, but I just want it to match the one I already have. And I went to Lowe's a few weeks ago, and they were nowhere. I didn't see any wooden boxes, so it's an overflow right now, but hopefully I can find a box to put them in, because I mean, as I said, it shouldn't be that hard. It's just little panels of wood. Like, I could probably even build one. But we are going to go sort all of those, and it is the end of a quarter of the first quarter of the year. Crazy, I know. Actually, a lot of times people are like, time flies, but I'm like, yeah, that's how time works. So to me, it's not only as crazy. I'm like, it was just 3 months. But we are probably going to do some things a little differently since we're at the end of a quarter, like putting books on my bookshelves, and do my TBR cart. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring you all along and you will see how it goes. So 30 minutes till I start reading again. It's 5:30 right now, and we're gonna go do all of that stuff. So every time I tell you this carpet is disgusting, but these are these books, and then these books right here, because those are books for future videos. These are the ones we're going to be sorting by genre and then by size after that. So here's having everybody sorted by genre. So these are historical, romance, fantasy, contemporary, and then these are just my books where I read like a section a day. Some of them are poetry. They're just a vibe. But now I'm going to sort them by size. So if they are over 400 pages, they will go in my TBR carts. If they're less, they'll go over here. These are our guys remaining. So this is a sequel, or like a third book in a series. So I want to get to this one sooner. So that's going in a different stack of where I have sequels I'd like to get to soon. But all of these are over 400 pages. We have a historical, 2 fantasy, and 1 contemporary. And we are just gonna have to see where they fit. Now y'all know I have been making my TBR out of books on my shelf. So we do have these gaps, and we want to fill these gaps with books that are in the TBR carts. So this gap is sci-fi specifically, and I don't have any sci-fi books in my TBR carts. So we're gonna have to find all those sci-fi spots, close them in, and then we have romance books to fill those spots. And I probably don't have that many romance books in my TBR cart because romance books tend to be shorter, but recently they have been getting longer. And then we have historical, which I have tons of historical. Like that whole top one you see there, that's all historical. We are going to fill in all of those spaces now. Okay, so I got the books on the shelves of where they needed to go. So I have no gaps in my bookshelves anymore. Y'all can see the section that I was showing y'all earlier. So I got all of those, and this is so weird seeing where I do my sit down videos. But we got all of those sorted, and then we got books put into the TBR cart, not in that exact one, but also I took some of the historical fiction that were up there, and those were the books that I put on my shelves that were for our historical fiction category. And then I did have 1 romance book in my TBR cart, so I put that on the shelf. And again, I have no sci-fi books on my in my TBR carts. But now, ooh, we do have 1 more section to do that I kind of forgot about. I'm gonna have to go in the other room, which I don't know if I'm going to record because my dad's currently watching TV in there, and you know, copyright and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to deal with that. So I might just turn down the volume and do music over it. We do need to add books to my mood reading basket, which will clear up, you know, these stacks of books down there. But also I need, the reason I got here to record is I am going to be doing a video where Instagram chooses my TBR. That is not going to be for another few months, but I am somebody who plans ahead. Like I have all my videos scheduled, like planned for the whole year. Like TBR wise, like that kind of thing. I don't have my TBRs necessarily picked out, but I know what days those videos are going to come out on. But I always do my TBR like 3 months ahead of schedule planning it. And in one of those summer months, I am going to be letting Instagram, so you guys, I was like, should I do some on YouTube on the community tab? I don't know, but on my Bookstagram, I should say. I do have an Instagram link down below, but it was having the issue of where men were just sexualizing me. And I even put out a thing on my story saying, hey, that's not why I post fashion videos or anything like that. I'm not looking to be objectified. And guys were like, but you're really cute though. And I'm like, like, no, I post to share my outfits because I like fashion. I don't post for people to make comments about my body. No. And thankfully, y'all on YouTube, it's extremely rare that I get those kinds of comments on YouTube, and I'm so thankful. So thank you to everybody who watches my videos and doesn't like make comments about like sexualizing me or whatever, because they really just make me want to stop posting. And that's why I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. On my my Instagram is for my you guys. So if you guys would like me to get posting on there again, that's not book related, it's just content that I post on there. So I've mainly gone to TikTok, which I have gotten like 2 comments in 3 months, which to me is not that bad. So yeah, so I don't know. So on my Bookstagram, I will be letting people decide what books I read. And I have a stack over here. I'm not saying which stack, but we are going to do that and do like one a day and be like, which one should I read? Which should I add to my TBR? So I'm going to film the clip that I'm going to put on my Instagram now, and then we will do the mood ring basket if I have time. So I just got back from hanging out with some of my family from the West Coast. This is actually my first time getting to meet them in person, so that was a lot of fun. We went to a lot of different places, and now I am home and sorry, my arm is itchy. And I am about to start that short story collection, and later we will get into more reset stuff. I never updated y'all because I never did anything that would be like the reset. Fred's clawing my yoga mat. It's a very bad habit of his that he started this week. So if you hear that clawing noise, that's what that is. But it is Wednesday, so I did hang out with my family again this morning. We went to some stores, like local stores, like antique malls, that kind of thing. And now Penny's here. So that's what I did this morning. And then I did end up going to Target a little while ago. And I really needed a lot of groceries because I did not go to the grocery store on Sunday because I was out of town. But I did get a YA fantasy book, guys. This is Lore of the Winds, is I'm confirming, by Annalee Sabrana. And typically I wouldn't go for YA fantasy. And especially, I don't know if this is like that. I wouldn't go for one that's a high fantasy setting in like a medieval themed world, which I love that for adult fantasy, but for young adult, it just gets so repetitive and it's so like formulative that you know what, I think formulative is the right word, but there's a formula to it and it always will go like the same way. And I don't want to read the same story over and over again. But this one, it might be in one of those like really high, see it says it's romantasy, I'm not really about that, but I don't like that term is what I'm saying. I don't like the content of the book is fine, but I don't like the term romantasy, and I've gone into that before. So a stunning romantasy debut about an enchanted library, so books, and then 2 handsome fae and 1 human who brings them all together. What is this, like polyamory? I don't, that's not what I'm here for. But look at the, I can't really tell, but there's like the phases of the moon imprinted on the cover, which is super cool. But yes, I love the cover of this. And I saw somebody on like this witchy Facebook group that I'm in, like witchy cottagecore kind of group. And some, because I'd seen this book at Target, then I saw somebody on Facebook in that group talking about it, about how I like mushrooms and alchemy and all of that stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds really good. So I like that kind of fantasy. I think I will be fine with on the YA set. Does that guy have horns? Yeah, he has antlers. Like, dude, he has antlers. Does the other one have like any non-human things? I know he's a fae, but, or was it just one? Okay, 2 handsome fae. So I thought that that cover had been just intriguing me for weeks. Now, what kind of reset stuff are we going to do today? I might do the haul where I stamp the books that I'm keeping, and then the unhaul, but like I don't stamp those, so I might do that. It's 7:21, so yeah, I don't have anything to do until 6. That's when I read again. So I probably, I'll go work on that right now and then work on the puzzle that I have going on, but I really need to plug in my phone because it's like 4% battery. About to do an update for y'all in the dark. So I would not put that, take y'all through that. My hair is like in its all natural state right now because it was like rainy today and kind of humid, but I like it. I haven't had my natural hair like in a while. But I'm doing my update, quarterly update on A Night of 1,000 Stars. This is not it. It's not it. This is like a 2-star because it's doing nothing for me. I don't hate it, so it's not a 1-star. Characters. The main character in our 98 plot line, Paloma? I might be saying her name wrong. She's one of those characters who just gets herself into trouble and makes things hard for herself. I'm like, you don't need to be doing all of this. It's too risky. And you're annoying about it when you could literally just straight up hound your dad with questions and keep doing that. And until you get your answers and Fred just like shook off. But that's super annoying. And then I am more intrigued by the second plot line, but the writing, I know atmosphere is good. I'm learning a lot about Argentina, but the second, or the writing is lacking emotion. It's very dry. It's, Fred, get your head out my skirt. It's, I did this and then I did that. We went here and there, like, you know, very just bland. I don't know if this is a debut or not. Yeah, I'm not seeing if it's one, but the writing just has zero emotion, so I'm not really connecting on an emotional level. And then plot, this is a very intriguing plot, but if all those other things, characters and writing, there's more things lacking than there are positives, because this is about Argentina's dirty war, which I knew very little about before going into it, and I usually love Latin American literature, so I was really excited to try a book from Argentina because I don't think I have before, but this one I just have not been too big a fan of, and I am totally realizing I did not water the plant behind you. I don't know if I've shown y'all. I know, random interdental toothbrush. I got this guy over the weekend at Lowe's. I guess it's a lady. It's not a guy, it's a lady, so I definitely need to water that. And I do think I can finish this. I can finish this probably on Friday, which I know won't be in the vlog, but I'm pretty sure that I will get that book finished by the end of the week. Maybe Saturday. I am going to be busier on Saturday than I usually am because it's just the race season is back, but I don't think it will impact my reading time that much, especially when there's not that much of a book left. I'm at 80% in that one, and yeah, I want to be talking to y'all, but literally there's like nothing else for me to say. So I will see y'all tomorrow on Thursday, and we definitely have to work on my bullet journal on Thursday. Hey guys, it is Thursday, and I did get done with the first quarter of the Allegra Hyde short story collection, and I don't know if I'm just not in the right headspace or what, but it's like a not 25%, I'm 25% into it, but it's like a 2-star because it's not really doing a lot for me. The second story in it is, I'm very curious because it was basically the plot of her book Eleutheria, so I'm like, was that book inspired by, she wrote a short story and was like, I can make a whole novel with this. That'd be really interesting to find out. But the writing is great. I'm just not really connected with it or anything. But again, I don't know if it's just because I've been so busy or what, that I am not really like paying attention to what I'm reading with that. But all my other books I'm fine. So I don't know. So that makes me think it's the book and not, you know, me. I'm not sure on that, but I am about to head downtown again. I don't know if I'm seeing family on this outing or not, but I am going to head downtown. I did do my makeup today. I didn't do my makeup yesterday. I just didn't have time. And then I did use heat on my hair, which the hair looks really good. It looks like, because the shirt I'm wearing, the bodysuit, has like really like puffy shoulders. So with a cardigan on top, because it's in the 60s, but it's still like pretty cold. And if you can't tell, my allergies are really acting up, so I feel like 2 Benadryl today, so hopefully that gets my nose under control because it's really annoying. But I will hopefully read later, and then I want to work on my bullet journal spread for April.